Hey, what's up guys, Snooty Minotaur here, and yes, as you can see I have the Hulk skin on, but that's not really the whole point of this video here. Today we're going to be doing a live commentary. I've been really wanting to do another one of these live commentary videos for a good while now, and I feel like now is finally the time for me to do one, and really hope you all enjoy these kinds of videos because I am interested in doing more of these. If you all are interested, let me know by dropping a like on this video. But anyways, I'm going to be talking about Chapter 5's cosmetics in this video here. I've been really wanting to talk about them once again on this channel. The last time I talked about them was all the way back in 2023, and there's been a lot of things that have happened with these kinds of cosmetics, so we're just gonna hop right into it with this video here. And with that, I have to go to the item shop. Now, as you all know, we have 3 new game modes inside of Fortnite that have been introduced in Chapter 5. Fortnite Lego, Fortnite Festival, and Rocket Racing. And all 3 of these game modes have cosmetics corresponding with each of them. And recently, Lego has been actually trying something different when it comes to the Lego kits. As you all know, if you don't know what Lego kits are essentially builds that you can actually use inside of Fortnite Lego, and they decide to sell them in the item shop, and they have been an utter disaster. I don't really know anybody who really likes these cosmetics, because these should have just been gameplay elements, not cosmetics that you have to go and buy inside the item shop. And I don't even think they're even called cosmetics. They're really trying to sell them off here, and as you can see, we got some brand new ones which are themed around Marvel, and yes, you guys are seeing it here. They are now starting to sell skins in new bundles for these builds here. Now, as you can see, I mean, 2,600 V-Bucks for this. As you all know, I don't buy everything in the game, so I can actually show you all the prices here. So this one's 2,800. It comes with the Mary Jane skin and the Daily Bugle kit. And then this one down here with Weapon X costs 2,600 V-Bucks. And all you get are these decor stuff, which, I mean, I generally don't know what they're really thinking with this, because here's the thing. I will say, them putting skins inside of these bundles here and bundling them up with the kits is a nice idea, because it does give people discounts for those who actually do own the skins out of these, and they're probably going to make more of these. Let's be real here. They're probably going to. With that being said, however, I don't think this is a good incentive for people to actually go out and buy these, because as I've just said, these should honestly just be free, because this is essentially locking gameplay elements behind a paywall, and the only reason why people would probably go to this tab anyways is not for these Lego kits, it's for the skins. And I really feel like skins in general, like when it comes to Lego, are probably a good sell anyways, and are probably the only thing that's really worth buying when it comes to Lego stuff. I mean, with Spider-Man Zero here, he has a Lego style. And obviously it's not just skins, it's also emotes. Like the 2 most popular cosmetics can be used inside of Lego, which I think is a more appropriate way to go and handle the cosmetics inside of Lego than selling gameplay elements. The like this apartment complex right here that should just be free. Like, it's really stupid that this is what they're doing here. Now, I know there is the Lego Pass, but like, who really cares about the Lego Pass? I'm being honest with you here, because like the only thing that's really remotely worth your time out of this whole thing is the skin that they're selling for 1,400 V-Bucks. And by the way, on the topic of me discussing the skins and emotes, Lego is essentially the only way that we can actually see like original cosmetics come back into the item shop, or even at some points even collaborations come back, because they have been barely bringing back any emotes, by the way, and pretty much skins in general, unless if they're not updated to Lego. Like this just recently came back right here, and look, they're updated to Lego. That's the only reason why they came back, is because they have Lego variants, which do look cool, don't get me wrong. But if we go over to stuff like emotes, for example here, if I just go all the way down, let's see, there it is. Okay, T-Pose recently just came back while I'm recording this. Hasn't been seen over 300 days. And the reason why this hasn't come back in over 300 days is because, boom, it was updated to Lego. Like, what in the world? Like, this is the way for us to actually see emotes return and normal skins to come back. And even at that, I mean, look at how messy the shop looks. It still looks like it's being, like, ran by an AI. I'm dead serious with you. But there is something I did want to discuss here as well here. And there's a good example of it right now in the item shop. They recently brought back Silk Sonic. And as you can see, they do not have their bundle. And the reason why is because the 2 emotes are not updated. More or less, Freedom Wheels is not updated to Lego, meaning as long as these skins keep coming back regularly into the item shop, which I hope they do, the bundle cannot return unless if they put Freedom Wheels into Lego. That's the only way for us to actually see that emote even return, or even the bundle return. And I've seen so many people upset and angry that this did not come back, because people were really wanting those 2 emotes to return, and people were really wanting the bundle to return, return, but we can't see it return until we actually see them get updated. It's ridiculous. And then we also have the cars, which I will say the cars have slightly improved. I will say that the prices have definitely gone down from the last time I've talked about them on the channel. I mean, at one point they were at 4,000 V-Bucks each at some points. 1,500 V-Bucks for a car, I definitely think is still a little bit more pricey. I mean, at the very least, I know you can use them in Battle Royale, so at least there's that. And also, it does say you can use them in Rocket League, so that is cool for those who like Rocket League. But for those who don't play Rocket League, like myself, I mean, doesn't really benefit a lot from you. And also, who is buying these? Like the wheels, the boost, like this wheel is 600. Why is this 600? Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, granted, it does look cool on my build, which I have right here, but like, I generally don't know. Like, 600 V-Bucks for this is absolutely a scam, and it's just way too overpriced in my opinion. But then we have probably like the best section here, which is actually from Fortnite Festival. I actually think that festival has the best cosmetics out of all the new ones here, and that's obviously the jam tracks. And I really do like the jam tracks. I really do love how they've handled them in the kind of context here, to where 500 V-Bucks you pay for one, you actually have it instantly unlocked forever inside of festival. You can also use it in a band type of emote thing, which is really cool. And they also recently updated these as lobby tracks, which is an absolutely fantastic idea, and I think that definitely made people really want to buy more of these. However, I still don't know if 500 V-Bucks is worth it, because sure, they have some bundles in here, like some of these Green Day bundles, which is cool, but I think it's the over amount of them that we've gotten. Look at all these that we have in here, and I'll tally this up for you all, and I'll throw an actual amount of how much this is, by the way, if you wanted to buy every single one of the jam tracks that's currently right here, which I do appreciate that you can buy a lot of them in the game, which is great. But it really does ruin this whole thing, to where like, hey, what if people want to collect every cosmetic? Because I've seen a lot of people who collect cosmetics in the item shop stop collecting them because of the jam tracks and how many that we get here, which I don't mind how many we're getting. I think that more or less it's the pricing of them and how they've essentially been handled with the pricings. As I will say, buying a few of them is definitely worth it. Buying every single one of them is not worth it at all. But then we come down here to gear for festival. And I've got to be honest with you here, the only things that are remotely worth your time out of here are the emotes. Like this one just recently came out, which is really funny, but like, who's paying this much for like a guitar here? Like 1,000 V-Bucks for a guitar, 1,000 V-Bucks for microphones, when you can't even use these as back blings at all, or even pickaxes. What's the point of buying these? You know what I mean? Like, there's really no point in buying these instruments when literally there are other things you can get down here. Like, even like the jam tracks, obviously. I mean, 800 for this one, that's just crazy. Now, I actually will say that the best thing that actually come out of this was the festival pass. The festival pass is a pretty good deal for what it is, but I will say 1,800 V-Bucks is very pricey for what you get, because you're only paying for the premium track, which is the bottom row, and obviously you do get a bonus cosmetic in the form of a skin, as they've been doing recently. But is it really worth it paying 1,800 V-Bucks for all this down here? I mean, I guess, but I do think that this should just be Fortnite Crew related. I think this should just be added to Fortnite Crew, because I really don't think there's a good benefit for people just buying this separately altogether. Like, I'm still on the fence of buying this, and I got the whole thing done, as you can see. But man, it's just weird. Like, the cosmetics have essentially overflowed the item shop. They should honestly just be in like separate areas altogether in this kind of context here, to where like they should have separate shops. Like the jam track should have a separate shop right here. Obviously the collaborations, things like that, I think those should just stay in here. But I really think that the shops really need to be organized a lot more. With like the Lego stuff, I just went over it, by the way. If you're gonna bring back stuff that's been updated to Lego, like Bruno Mars, for example, he has a Lego outfit here, bring back the rest of the set. Just because it doesn't automatically be like, oh, it's not updated to Lego, that doesn't automatically mean that you cannot bring that back. I do not like Fortnite's new motto when it comes to this stuff here, because it's been essentially making the item shops trash, and that's honestly sad, because we know the item shops can be good. It's just like they're refusing for them to do it. Like, one emote, by the way, that hasn't returned in a hot minute was T-Pose, and this, like, that's crazy. They have hundreds of item shop emotes, but yet they keep bringing back like the same 15 emotes. It's insane. But overall, the new cosmetics, in my opinion, are just a massive wild card. I do think that some of the ideas that they're doing are cool and that they are neat, but at the end of the day, I really don't think a lot of people are really going out of their way to buy a lot of this stuff, especially Lego kits. I mean, the only reason why people would want to play Lego is to either use the Lego variants of skins or obviously emotes. I mean, come on, that's like the only reason why people would want to play that. Rocket Racing, I mean, who really plays that dead game mode? And then obviously with Festival, they actually kind of solved it to where they have like a daily rotation of free jam tracks. What's the point of buying a lot of this stuff? Like, I understand that people can buy the stuff. I'm not forcing you to. Obviously, I have bought a few of this stuff myself, more or less just the jam tracks. But it's still really, really not worth it. Like, especially collecting a lot of this stuff here. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, AKMX account. And also don't forget to use my support code within the Fortnite item shop. That's MINO5. That's MINO5, #ad. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.